And this year, people are inventing a context window that is infinitely long. And this is very important because it means that you can take the answer from the system and feed it in and ask it another question. So I want a recipe. Let's say I want a recipe to make a drug or something. So I say, what's the first step? And it says, buy these materials. So then you say, okay, I bought these materials. Now what's my next step? And then it says, buy a mixing pan. And then the next step is, how long do I mix it for? You see, it's a recipe. That's called chain of thought reasoning. And it generalizes really well. We should be able, in 5 years, for example, to be able to produce 1,000-step recipes to solve really important problems in science, in medicine, in material science, climate change, that sort of thing.
Technique number 1, he uses concrete language. He uses very specific everyday examples rather than throwing technical jargons. So he starts with a scenario that most people can understand, and that language just lowers the barrier to entry for the audience.
Climate change, that sort of thing. That's the first one. Second one,
Technique number 2, progressive and organized thinking. After explaining the main concept, he walks in it through sequence by sequence. Step 1, step 2, step 3, which mirrors the very concept that he's explaining.
is agents. And an agent can be understood as a large language model that knows something new or has learned something. So an example would be read all of chemistry, learn something about chemistry, have a bunch of hypotheses about chemistry, run some tests in a lab about chemistry, and then add that to your agent. These agents are going to be really powerful, and it's reasonable to expect that agents will be.
And technique number 3 is forward thinking. He then connects a small example to a really big problem like science, medicine, climate change. And that just inspires curiosity. So he first gives a basic explanation, he gives a small example, and then he connects that examples to a big idea. He starts small, but then scale his explanation by giving much more detailed and deep explanation. So the lesson here is start with something small, but then gradually scale it up as people understand.